Good day to all of you. We are back. Sorry for the delays. Real life interrupted as we have been constantly telling you. But we are recording this as Sri Lanka and Australia. That match is happening in Palakkale right now, as far as the T20 World Cup is concerned. But we'll not be discussing that match first of all. There are far more interesting matches to discuss. But I think we should start with the fact that Netherlands wasted an opportunity to get Pakistan out of this tournament. Don't you think, Nikhil?
The catch, one catch. It was done. Otherwise, it was done. And it would have been
Because
the perfect start to the tournament as well. Day
yeah.
one, ideal start.
Yeah. And you know what? They didn't even deserve to win that match, by the way. They didn't deserve to win that match. They were horrible throughout. Wouldn't you
No, I
agree?
mean, they look, Pakistan can at best produce patches of decent cricket, even against weak teams.
Decent. Decent. Yeah, that's it.
Right? They can't produce more. There is just isn't more. There just isn't enough talent there. What do you expect? Look,
Yeah.
he ended the match well for him, Ashraf, right? That's why they survived.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a very good finish. Given the context of the match, it's a very good finish.
You can see the scorecard here. Have a look. Netherlands should have gotten 160 in this game. 160 would have won them the game outright. Wouldn't you agree? 160 would have won them the game outright.
See, this is was this also Premadasa or was this
No, this was Sinhalli Sports Club, the other pitch.
same thing?
Yeah.
Same thing, right? I would say that this was also fairly sticky pitch.
Yes,
There,
very.
yes, they could have scored more, but look, at the end of the day, they proved they were going to win even with this total. It's just one drop catch, man. There's nothing more there.
They took every other catch. That's the sad part. They took every other catch and they were stunning in the
And
field.
it was okay. You can call it tough, but not really that tough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But he didn't move well to it, and then he
yeah,
didn't have his hands in the right place.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So Pakistan actually caused the first upset of the tournament. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, it's easy to beat down on them now, but I really do not understand. People keep saying drop Babar, drop Sheikh, drop X, drop Y. They've dropped Rizwan, they've dropped
Yeah,
Haris
yeah,
Rao.
yeah.
Whatever. Like, what is there to replace with? What is there in the team? How do you
Good
keep dropping
question.
players to which there is no real replacement?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to get
yeah.
more out of these same guys somehow or the other. You have to get more out of them.
Yeah, I agree. But it is stunning to see the decline of Shaheen Shah Afridi. This guy is so done, so cooked, it's not even funny. On very decent pitches for bowling, he gives away runs like this against Netherlands, by the way. Will not.
See, his decline. He's had a very bad 2 years, 2.5 years now. Basically,
Yeah.
starts at some point. It basically starts. Literally, the point at which it starts is he has a good spell against us. They got a few wickets against us. Then there was that famous Ishan
Oh,
Kishan.
yeah, yeah. The group stage match. The group stage match.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. So that's
That.
literally the moment at which his ball, the brain comes, and after that he's done. From that moment on, he's just been rubbish.
Yep.
That's 2.5 years. They did mess around with him. They played him in the 22 World Cup in Australia when he had
Yes.
an injury, a knee injury. And a
Yes.
knee injury can be a bad thing, right?
Yes.
But that should be well in the past by now,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
I mean, I've never thought of him as elite. I've always been highly critical of him. I mean, there's a lot of videos of me with you and with Kushal, etc., where I've basically been saying I don't even look at this guy at any point in time as having been a top 10 kind of fast bowler.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
top 10 is it goes very deep.
Yeah. 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 Agreed. Agreed. But what is astonishing is Saim Ayub, their opener, is their most effective bowler right now. That should show their ass backwards logic right now. This
No,
guy
I
is
mean
their most effective.
they are look. Everybody has a mystery spinner. They've got one fucker who fails to download, and they think they've got something magical with them. It's insane. Like, the level of talent loss in Pakistani cricket is ridiculous, man. It's absurd. Look, I will tell you honestly, at a time at which Mohammad Asif, Umar Gul, and Shoaib Akhtar
Yeah,
used to bowl, right? None
yeah.
of us who grew up watching Shoaib Akhtar ever rated him particularly highly against India.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
And Umar Gul also we looked at and thought, okay, short format bowler, longer formats once in a while. He's got one exceptional test match against us in Karachi.
Yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah.
Karachi. I don't remember what it
Lahore,
was. It was
Lahore, Lahore, Lahore,
2004. Yeah,
Lahore,
that's the second test
2004
match in the 2004 series, right?
series.
So
Yes,
he's got that. But outside of that, I've never looked at Umar Gul also. But Umar Gul, you could see the talent. Like there's there, right? Like not a
yes,
so even the bowling lineup of Asif, Gul, and Shoaib,
yeah,
right, with Saeed Ajmal as their off spinner, and we used to look at that and say, this is still not, this is not old Pakistan,
yes, yes, yes.
right? And that, brother, that bowling lineup is miles ahead of the dot that they have right now.
Yep.
Any of those fast bowlers are twice the bowler that Shaheen Shah Afridi is. Twice, minimum.
I would say thrice in case of Asif. Asif was a
Asif
magician.
Khair is a magician. So forget about Mohammad Asif is a like I it's one of life's great joys that I've had the privilege of watching Asif and watching a lot of Asif.
Yeah, yeah,
The first time I saw him bowl, I was like, boss, ye kya hai? What does this guy do? Is snake wrists, man. Him and Ryan
yeah.
Harris. Oh, I've never seen bowlers use their wrist like those two used to. Yeah. Otherwise, the concept of the wrist was to always a snap, but they used to
Snap.
have this other world kind of release. Yeah, they used to release at
Yes,
different angles with the wrist. Really,
yes.
really good bowlers.
Stunning.
Uh, and yeah, I mean, so if you are a bowler who can very typically on all kinds of conditions bowl the outswinger that seams in, mother of
Yeah,
God, you're a hell of a bowler,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? So they were special. They were really special, and
For
even
anyone,
I because of Asif lacked maybe 5 kmph,
yeah,
5 to 7
yeah.
kmph. If you had
And
that, oh my God, oh my God. No, he was late 120s. If that guy was 130s, even early 130s like McGrath used to be. And McGrath is a myth, right? It's 130 on the speed gun, 131, 130 on the speed gun. But off the pitch, it's a lot more. Asif at
exactly.
132, 133 with that kind of seam movement, typically, like as an average bull, as an average spell, right? So I have a few at 136, 137, and he would
Yes,
have been unreal. Unreal. This lot, I mean, come on, man. I mean, with this lot, you just have to bide your time, you will win your match. You just have to
yes,
bide
yes,
your time. Right? And
yes,
I know
yes.
Cricinfo had that interesting article saying the last two times they played India,
They
both in
came close.
Melbourne and
And
in
New York, New York.
they came close. But New York, when I was watching that, I was tweeting about it, going like, this pitch late in the game, it's going to become difficult. We're not out of this at any point. We're just not out of this at any point.
The New
And
York pitch was not a pitch.
I
It was a
never believe that
grass.
they have the skill set of like if we perform badly on a pitch, they are going to perform badly on a pitch. Guaranteed.
They're going to perform
There's
way
no
worse on
outlier.
the pitch. They're going to perform way worse usually. Anyway.
Yeah. And Dubai is a total outlier because that's a toss World Cup. They got the second inning, so they still hang
Fine.
on to that. Oh yeah,
Exactly.
even listen to the analysis. You see from there used to be a reasonable period for which you used to get good analysis about Pakistani cricket from ex-Pakistani cricketers. It's now K serial, yeah. Like everything's a joke. I mean
Yep.
that Sahibzada, what's his name?
Farhan. I want to
Farhan.
show his documentary. That
The
doc
fucker had a documentary made about him because he had a couple of sixes, for God's sake.
in a match they lost.
In a tournament they lost. In a tournament they lost 3 matches to us. You have a documentary made about you. And on the fourth ball here, he goes for it again. And my God, Hardik was cold. He was
Yeah,
dead
yeah,
cold.
cold. Yeah, yeah, yeah. By the way, watch out for the newest documentary on Sahibzada Farhan. It will be a sequel. It is called Zero in brackets
Yeah, but
4.
let's see
That
how
is
we go. How many of the Super 8 matches are in Sri Lanka?
the Sri Lankan group will include the so one group all matches are in Sri Lanka essentially to accommodate Pakistan, but in a way they've done it well because now Sri Lanka gets a lot of games to host. So the group which contains the preceded chaps, that is Sri Lanka, England, Pakistan if they qualify, and of course one more is there, New Zealand. Yes, these four that would have been in Sri Lanka. But man, oh man, this was just, yeah, this was just one of those where you just go, okay, fine, are you really going to do this? Now, I'd like to go through a few other teams and praise their contributions to this World Cup. All right. So let's forget about Pakistan for a while. The India match we'll discuss much later. I'm not looking to tug on that thread. Was a very good match. Despite the fact that West Indies won by 35 runs, I was so pleased to see West Indies actually produced a competent performance for the first time in such a freaking long time. By the way, this match also had a hat trick, Romario Shepherd hat trick, and Romario Shepherd has become a very, very good bowler for the West Indies. The West Indies are a dangerous team, and they're in our group. They've already qualified. They won all three games, right? But this was a very impressive win. What say you?
Uh, I had them down for even trouble against Nepal, and they whisked Nepal away. Nepal's got hitting power. Listen,
They smashed
they have no
it.
name spinners. Like they're okay spinners, but they're performing higher than their average. Right. The
Yeah,
question
yeah,
now is, because this is a long tournament format. It's not a short
yeah,
format.
yeah,
But you end up playing 4 games in the group, then you're going to end up playing 3 games in the Super Eights.
yeah,
Uh, that's a lot of games. And then is it a semi-final or a final then? Final, I assume. No,
yeah.
it's semi-final.
No, I mean, if they qualify for the final, then it's
No, no, no. After the Super Eights, is it a final or a semi-final?
after the Super 8 semi-final and then final.
Okay, so that's a lot of games. That's a lot of games. Whether they last that with their bowling ability is the question for me, because their hitting power is doubtless. But they need to play in India. They land up in the West End in Sri Lanka, they're going to be in trouble.
Don't worry, they are playing in India. They are in India's group of death in Super 8s. They have South Africa, India already in there, and essentially, yes, they are playing in India. So they will love Indian conditions. They've been playing only in India, by the way.
Bro, South Africa are a team. They're a team.
No, I actually don't rate them for one obvious match where it seemed like they had
That's
basically
I'm
melted.
sorry. You're underestimating Afghanistan then. Afghanistan,
Not
the Afghans have
underestimating
had a
it.
disappointing
Those
World
are
Cup. They should have been better
cricketers.
than this.
Yeah, yeah. No, but this match was a Surya Kumar Yadav epic. Let's just give the props. This was the match that
No,
really
I
had.
think I would go further. I think the whole tournament he's been brilliant, absolutely fantastic. He has done
Yeah.
exactly the job needed. This is a special innings. There's a few shots in this innings late on. We
Yeah.
just go like, man, he's back. He's back to his best, absolute best. Stunning shots, some of them. Yeah, the swept six. Oh my god, what a shot! Saw the
One.
swept six that was bowled away, and then he hit a couple down the ground over cover. Oof,
Yeah, yeah.
top shots.
Yeah.
Indian firepower in the, and Tilak Verma quietly is such a smart tactical batsman. He does
Yes.
exactly what is needed in that moment in time.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And please, guys, do not judge him on his strike rate right now. The only
No,
easy
no,
pitch
no,
we
no, no, no.
tell you.
Tilak Verma is to be judged as a function of the match in that moment. That's all. The other guy
That's
is
it.
Shivam Dubey. I mean, big props to Shivam Dubey. Just keeps coming up with important innings, man. He keeps coming up with them. That innings against Pakistan, very
Yeah.
difficult, important innings, and you could see how much effort it takes to hit a six late on uh, in that game,
Yeah.
because the pitch is slow and the ball is softer. We had
Yeah.
to wallop that six over mid
Yeah.
wicket,
Yes.
88
Yes.
meters, but it goes just over the fence.
Yes. 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 Agreed.
So on that
What?
count, I mean, as Indian fans, all of us have to start accepting that Sri Lankan grounds make for much better T20 cricket than ours do.
Oh, agreed. Agreed. Forget T20 cricket. I would say they make for much better cricket, period, than
ODI will be infinitely better in Lanka than it is in India.
even tests. You can't hit sixes to get out of trouble in Sri Lanka. Let's just be clear. The boundaries are rolled back, right? One more thing, Siraj, you may not play another game this tournament. I know that because Bumrah is Bumrah, right? But thank you so much for the USA game. Siraj bowled like a man possessed in that game. The ball was on a string for him. You saw that spell, didn't you? Siraj was a man
Yeah.
possessed.
Yeah, I mean, this is what squad depth is. This is
Yes.
what squad depth is. We have it.
Yes.
It exists for us. We are able to do it, right? Uh,
Yes.
Bumrah, magnificent yesterday, like just magnificent.
No, we'll come to Bumrah later because we are discussing match by match. We have to go through
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah, sure. I
Yeah.
mean, and I go to this US match, and I mean, the US will be sitting here thinking, first half of the first innings of this match, or maybe even two-thirds of the first innings of this match,
Yep.
right? They, even if they don't, I mean, you're playing India, India will get out of the game somehow or the other. India are good enough to put the total up. And let's say we'd made 20, 25. Let's say, okay, they had a 29-run winning target. Let's say we make 140, we'll stop them at 140. One way or another,
Yeah.
we'll stop them at 140, right?
It
We
was a
just have
very
that.
interesting pitch. It was a very interesting pitch with
I
no
mean,
dew.
it's an interesting pitch because of the amount of turn and stick in it, but it's still one kede, so it's a tiny ground, and if you start connecting it, it'll disappear.
Yeah,
Uh,
but the turn was quite there. By the way, also a word on Varun Chakravarti. Boss.
yeah, I mean, I feel really like I think there is some outstanding management going on with Varun Chakravarti. Varun Chakravarti is probably going to be the most significant bowler for us
Yeah.
through the tournament, right? Like he's going to be the most important factor for why you win the tournament,
Yep.
along with
Yep.
the absolute shooting star that's come resurrected his career in Ishan Kishan. Now, Ishan Kishan is making Abhishek look normal. Yeah? Like, this is crazy hitting,
Yeah.
right?
Abhishek, you get a pass for
But
now. Don't
Varun is not, at no point when he bowls
yeah.
does it feel like he's under any kind of pressure. And if
No.
he doesn't bowl well, somebody else will pick it up. Not that he's not bowled well, he's always bowled well, but somebody else will pick it up,
Think about the
right?
cheat code India have in this tournament. You have 8 overs from Varun and Bumrah, and if that doesn't stop them, you have 4 more overs from Aksar. Aksar is such a clever bowler. I cannot even begin to describe.
Aksar is
Like the,
perfect. Aksar is what this format has yielded, right? Aksar is like it's a reduced version of Jaddu. This is
yeah,
exactly what this format has created. These slow
yeah,
left armers who keep darting it in and keep changing pace.
yeah. One
And
more
he's got
thing.
enough turn on him. I mean, I don't mean to damn Aksar with faint praise. Aksar is a better bowler than that. He's got
Yeah,
some tweak to him, but Aksar is not going to. You don't need him to run through sides. He's
yeah,
just the perfect utility in these. You know what he reminds me of? The Australians used to always have a guy called Ian Harvey in their team in the
yeah.
2000s.
Ian Harvey. Yes.
Right?
I remember it.
And if you
Yes,
look at him individually, you'd be like, why the fuck is this guy in this team?
yes.
But he was just so perfectly useful. And the Aussies have always had this in them. They've
Yeah,
always evaluated that having that slow cutter bowler in ODI
yeah,
cricket always helps. And that's what Bracken was for a long time. Okay.
yeah.
Faulkner bowled like that for a while as well. After having
Yes.
come on as a
Back of
fast
the
bowler.
handers. Back of the handers
Yeah,
mainly. Yeah,
exactly. And that was Ian Harvey. Ian Harvey, freakish fielder, particularly freakish cotton bowled of his own bowling, would make just enough runs at just enough pace at low down in the order and
yeah,
produce those 6, 7, 8 overs and be perfect, sort of meld the whole thing together. That's Aksar in this format.
yeah,
Just does
yeah.
everything well enough.
Yes. Even
And,
Dubey, you can
and when I
even
say
classify
that
Dubey.
again, maybe I'm underselling his batting a little bit because on his day, he can kill you with
Yeah.
the bat. He can absolutely. He was huge in that World Cup final. He was
Yes.
massive. He kept the run rate going. Otherwise, we would have
He
sunk.
was he
And
was
that,
big even in the Champions Trophy. Champions Trophy
absolutely,
also he has wonderful
absolutely.
marks.
Aksar
One more
delivers, bro. Aksar delivers. Aksar, if tomorrow somebody comes and tells me like a straight swap for Jaddu, I'll
yeah.
buy it because he will make the runs that Jaddu makes.
Yeah. Agreed. And one more thing.
And,
And
but I mean a late era Jaddu, who's
yeah,
not taking
later.
as many wickets, who's an
Yeah,
effective bowler but not taking as many wickets. He can never be peak Jaddu. Peak Jaddu was a far superior bowler.
I agree. But what impresses me the most is Dubey and Aksar are such similar in so similar in contributions and the way they complete this team so well.
No, I,
Essentially,
I think I think Dubey with the bat is a different beast. I think he's a
I
slightly
agree. But
different beast.
Aksar with the ball, Dubey with the bat, and their secondary occupation
It's
completes them
it's,
in
it's just such a well constructed. Like this is the kind of team. This T20 is the format, is the team that Arman knows how to construct, right? So he's just
yeah,
got it perfect. Like he's got the measure of this.
yeah,
Just doesn't
perfect.
have it as the formats increase in length.
No, 50 overs he has it to an extent. I'm not going to disagree with that. Champions Trophy
No,
wins.
no, 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 no. 50 over. I'll tell you honestly. Nah, not yet. Not yet in my eyes. I think
Okay,
this
Test he
season
doesn't.
was a
Test
bad
he
season.
doesn't. You're agreed on that. Test C doesn't end. It's a transition. I get that. But yeah, 50 overs, it's a work in progress. The match I was saddest about was this match, Afghanistan versus New Zealand. New Zealand chased the score down as if it was nothing in
Yeah,
Chennai. And
yeah,
Chennai has been the flattest pitch this whole World Cup, which is
yeah,
ridiculous to even say, but that's exactly what it has
yeah,
become.
yeah. But you give it a little bit more heat, give it a little bit more, little couple more weeks, Chennai will start showing its pitch.
That will work for the IPL. It will be too late by then.
IPL they'll relay. They'll have a much firmer wicket by then. They'll work on that. Because they know IPL goes on for so long that if they start with a turning track on day one of the IPL,
It's
then
over. It's over. It's
tournament's
over.
done. Right?
Yeah.
Although it might work perfectly for CSK.
Not anymore. Their batting
Yeah,
lineup cannot handle
not
spin.
anymore. Don't even have the spinners anymore. Yeah, it's not the same thing anymore. Anyway, they are a lark in the IPL.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so New Zealand, very interesting team, and I'm not going to read too much into their loss to South Africa only because
It
some
was a
teams
dead
just have the
rubber.
good on
It is
other
a dead
teams.
rubber game also. It was
No,
a
it's not
dead
a dead
rubber.
rubber. South Africa just always outperform New Zealand. The only outlier is that 2015 semi-final, and that was also a
No,
freak game,
no. You
absolute
have to
freak
remember.
game.
No. You have to remember. In 50 overs World Cups, New Zealand owns South Africa. In 20 overs World Cups, South Africa owns New Zealand. It goes the other way around. It's 5-0 for South Africa versus New Zealand in T20 World Cups right now. 5-0. They've never lost to them. So that is one.
You're underestimating South Africa. In my opinion, South Africa know how to play T20 cricket. They know how to play all kinds of cricket right now. Man, they're a good team. They're a good setup. They
Agreed.
are
Agreed.
literally a couple of those boys fire. Oh my god, anything. They have the firepower as well, and they've got reasonable bowling. Fast bowlers may not have their say in this tournament as much, but Marco Jansen's a tricky guy. Just gets too
Tricky.
much bounce.
Yeah. Agreed. By the way, I have to give a few shout outs here. Tim Seifert and Finn Allen, not in this game, but these two have been absolutely putting on a show of hitting.
Chapman has had a good innings as well. Mitchell hasn't needed to get started as yet, and they're already through.
Ravindra shouldn't be in this team. Ravindra shouldn't be in this team.
Yeah, he's having a bad time of it. Ravindra's making mistakes. He's making mistakes in every game I'm watching him. And it's not just
Yeah.
this tournament. It's been a while. He's been making mistakes. He's a better batsman than what his numbers are producing right now. Much better batsman than that. But
Absolutely.
he is becoming a little unidimensional in terms of how he wants to hit. Bro, he hits
Yeah.
a lot of cross-batted rubbish. He
Yes,
doesn't need
yes,
to.
yes. Yeah. That I agree. Now, if we go back up, this is the fun part. This is a match which England stole. Let's be very clear. This match was dead and buried. They should have lost this match. This match, Sam
They
Curran won for England.
they won this by a dangling pube. They were done in this match. They were done in this match for that last over is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. This match
Yeah.
was done. 100% it was over. They were losing this. Maybe with
Yeah.
two to three balls to spare. They just lucked
Yeah.
out. Yeah? Maybe a part of it is Nepal getting too close to a big scalp and choking.
Yeah.
But they were done. And by the way, they've got firepower. The thing that bothers me about England is whatever the hell I may say, they're surviving.
Yeah.
Okay, and they've got nutty firepower, like insane firepower.
And none
All
of it
it
is
takes,
actually firing on any cylinders right now.
it's not. I accept that. I mean, Butler and Bethel in particular has been very disappointing in this tournament.
No. Bethel has been fine. Butler
Yeah,
has
but if
been
you look at his last two innings, I think they're okay. Butler has been very disappointing. But you get Salt, Butler, Bethel firing in any game,
Yeah.
anytime, bro. I just don't think this is why I look at India and I say I can keep saying that there's firepower in certain batting units, but the Indian bowling unit is what separates everyone. Like,
This
nobody
is
can
the
compare
match.
to our bowling.
This is the match that also showed me Adil Rashid's career is over.
How long is
Serious.
the poor guy going to get trotted out there? How many times does he have to be the one to do everything for them? Is that a
Also,
human career in white ball
the
cricket?
way
He's been the
the
parallel to Zampa for them.
he's 37, by the way. He's 37. Okay. And what is more interesting is in that game, you should have seen the way Nepal played spin. It was awe-inspiring to watch. Awe-inspiring.
They're good teams, man. They're all good teams, and especially if what they need to play is attacking cricket, they can all play. They can all play it. They're very used to T20. Longer formats will be obviously much more troublesome. If you have to sustain quality for 50 overs, very difficult. Sustain quality for 20 overs is easier, especially for bowling. You don't need swing, you don't need seam, you need change of pace, change of length, change of grip. Those are
Yeah,
things that can be taught. But swing bowling, seam bowling, bouncers, that's a different game altogether.
absolutely. What is even more interesting is in this game, I would love a hand of appreciation for the crowd. The crowd was amazing.
Oh
It's
yeah, it
just
was lovely. The reels of them are also lovely. I mean, I always have a huge affinity for Nepal, and I'm happy to see that that crowd turned up and were well received in India. Gorgeous women as
essentially.
well. Did you see that?
That's a
Nepalese
different
women
matter.
were really gorgeous.
Pahadis, yes, yes. But okay, this was a match that told me that whatever Pakistan were essentially going to do after winning the toss and choosing to bowl first, they were basically having no brain in their bodies because Sri Lanka defended 163 very convincingly at
So Australia
Premdas.
are done. Australia
Yeah,
are done. They ran into
screw.
the best of Pathum Nisanka.
The thing about Nisanka is when he's on, there's no touching him, no touching him whatsoever. He sinks
Yeah,
you.
but all of that record has been against smaller teams so far, right?
Yeah, well,
Now
he's
this
changing
is
that
his
right
first
now.
big scalp.
Yeah, he's
Five
scalping
sixes today.
them.
The Aussies don't give a shit about T20, so I'm not surprised by this. They
Oh,
really don't give a shit.
Nisanka will hit 100 today. Actually, I have a feeling he will.
Just
Actually,
enough runs. Just enough runs there. There's 13 runs to make. He needs 11. Should be able to get it.
yeah. Just for people who are not sure of what is happening, yeah, he is absolutely smashing them to pieces. And Australia are done. Australia are out of the tournament. Oman
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a dead game. Zimbabwe are going to win either against Sri Lanka or Ireland. I trust Zimbabwe more than I trust Australia right now.
Yeah, especially because they have one of the bowlers of the tournament. Blessing
Blessing.
Marazubani has been
We'll have to.
fucking
We'll have
beautiful,
to.
man. Blessing Marazubani has been excellent.
The every time I see him, I think Zimbabwe must have prayed on all of the gods in all of the gods' temples to get this boy. Like
You
he
know,
has incredible ability.
people are now seeing it, and I hope they'll see more of this. A good Zimbabwe team has always been around. 83 World Cup. People think
Yeah,
175 Kapil made out against Zimbabwe. A heck of a Zimbabwe team, man.
yeah. They beat Australia again in that World Cup. Remember, please remember these things,
Zimbabwe beat Australia in 83, beat England in 91, beat everybody in 99, including South Africa.
including us. We also
And
lost.
us.
Yes.
2000, that's what I'm saying. They beat everybody. 99, they were killers until they ran out of steam. Neil
Yeah,
Johnson, one of the players of the tournament that season.
yeah.
That was their
He was
last good team. 99 is their last great team.
no 2003. They got to the Super Eights. It was pretty good still.
Yeah, but that is when the morale had broken, right?
Yeah,
Because that everybody knew
Mugabe,
that's their last tournament. Just before the
Mugabe.
tournament, Henry Alonga and a couple of, and you knew that Murray Goodwin, etc., are going to leave.
Zimbabwe, this was the game where I knew they had a chance to upset Australia. It was not that they bowled out Oman for 103. The manner in which they did it. Muzrabani and Evans were unplayable on this pitch. Unplayable.
Yeah, the
Also,
proper
Brad
bowler,
Evans.
dude. Muzrabani is a
Shout.
proper bowler.
Brad Evans is a great bowler too. I've seen pretty good stuff from
Yeah,
him.
and they've got enough batting in there as well. And that Sikandar is a proper cricketer. Is
See
he
what?
ever come back after this, or is he still injured?
No, he's there. He's there. He got cramps. He's coming back. He's coming back. Stunning. By the way, you know what? He is a Pakistani who got out of Pakistan. See what happens? They become better.
Him, Imran Tahir, the story is long, man.
Muzrabani, when I watched him bowl in this match, the kind of tennis ball bounce he was getting, even more than Janssen at
He's got
times,
it.
it was ridiculous. Like he
Very
was
good bowler.
genuinely hostile. He reminded me of a young Joel Garner. I mean, some comparisons can happen. Same height, same figure. They even look a little similar. Magnificent bowling.
No, he's a proper bowler. Yeah? No doubt about it, Master. He's a proper bowler.
So I knew that Zimbabwe were cooking something or somebody very early on. Oh, they won. Sri Lanka won and Nissanka has hit his 100. Australia are done. They have been screwed.
Over, boss, over. Chalo, never too surprising with Australia. T20 cricket, they don't really give a shit. Uh,
No, but that is their
Somebody
problem.
explain
That is
this
their
Stoinis
problem.
to me. What's the purpose of Stoinis?
Very good question. We can hit that once we get to Australia. Even some of their play, even in the game they won, has been pretty bad. Anyway, so Australia are done. They're out of this tournament. That's it. This game I want to discuss: UAE versus New Zealand. I was stunned by the hitting here. It was not even that bad bowling. These two made mincemeat of the UAE attack.
They also have a lot of power, right? They really have a lot of power, New Zealand.
Yeah.
Again, look, the hitting side that we keep talking about. Okay, ours is still a little better than everybody else.
Yeah.
Or maybe can overall be better and a more unique batting lineup. Like it can do many other things, but it's
Yes.
the bowling, the gaps in the bowling.
Yeah, agreed. The bowling is just another level altogether. Now let's come to the mother of God games. This game deserves. Okay, yeah,
The
Pakistan.
all-time classic match. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
no. I think you're talking about South Africa,
Pakistan.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, I know. Pakistan versus USA. I'll
Yeah,
briefly
this really
comment on.
disappointed me. This Pakistan
Yeah,
USA. I honestly, when you look at what US was doing against us, I had them notched up for an upset against Pakistan. Especially
by the
after the
way,
Netherlands game, I was like, you've got to do this, man.
Shalquick has been a master of bowling in these conditions. He's gotten like 13 wickets so far.
Yeah, he's
Something
the
like that.
highest. Right? He's the highest wicket taker.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know what was so disappointing? Their spinners went for so many runs. And that was the reason why they lost this match. Also, their hitting against spin was so bad, it was not even funny. Like they lost 3 wickets to the
No,
downloading.
I get that. I get that. But yeah, overall very disappointing. I really had big hopes, but the thing is this: these conditions are probably the toughest kind of conditions for a team like the US.
Colombo. You mean Colombo? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's very unique conditions, boss. You can't recreate these. It's very tough conditions. Plus,
Yeah,
everybody for them is essentially a high quality. Whatever bowling they have is fast bowling.
absolutely, absolutely. Now let's come to the game,
All time
the
classic. All time
legend.
absolute classic.
Let's just say 187 was actually not enough on this surface. It wasn't.
No, but
They
I
actually
don't
were
think
disappointed
187 is never a bad total, man.
because they were 120 in 12 overs. They should have gotten 200 on this pitch.
Yeah,
In fact, they said this.
but to act like momentum never fails, it's yeah, it felt a little too much in this, but momentum does fade. It goes in patches. Again, yeah, the ball gets a little bit older. Even some of these Indian pitches, it's not been that easy.
Yeah, yeah, which has been refreshing to see
It's
actually.
the way India series or T20 series have gone, we'd all been expecting 240s, 250s all over the place. It's not
Yeah,
happened.
yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
enjoying this World Cup more.
Absolutely,
160, 180 is a superb kind of World Cup for T20 cricket.
absolutely. I
Yeah,
agree.
take over 180, that's fine. But outside of Australia making 180, and I thought after they got to 180 they'd win today. But their bowling, I underestimate how bad their bowling is. I don't understand how we went and lost the ODI series to them in Australia. I mean, they're really bad on
No,
the
no,
bowling.
we lost it because of that first game. That first game, we
A
got a bad
freakish
toss.
thing. Freakish
Yeah,
thing, yeah.
they had
At least in
Hazelwood still
the yeah.
playing.
Yeah. Yeah. Should have played Smith.
I don't know how much Smith can help you when your bowling is basically prayers and
He
hopes.
can he can help you tactically.
That is there, but
Heck of a thinker.
yeah, that's there. Okay, they made 187, and it was a pretty good bowling performance all round. And then let's come to one of the greatest innings you'll ever see on the losing side. This deserved man of the match just because of the sheer heroism of this innings. 84 of 42, 4 4 7 sixes. Gurbaz was on one.
He,
He
he,
was.
he does it off. He is very capable of doing this quite often.
Now I'll
Does it
tell
a
you.
lot.
Each team choked 3 times during this chase. 3 times each. They were
Yeah.
gifting it to each other. They were playing pass the
Yeah, yeah,
parcel,
yeah,
pass the parcel,
yeah,
pass the parcel.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you the first moment. When Gurbaz gets out, it's 12.3 overs. They should chase it down from there. And in fact, they probably should have. Then let's come to another example. Rashid Khan getting out. Rashid Khan getting out, that is a remarkable moment in the game. But over, the over of the gods is not even the super overs. Forget the super overs. The super overs were relatively boring compared to the actual last over of the innings. The last over of the innings was stunning, to say the least. Look at this. Rabada bowls and gets the wicket. Noor hits it straight to mid on. It's a no ball. Then gets a wide. Free hit stays. Free hit obviously dropped. It didn't matter. Noor Ahmed hits a six. How is this even happening? Another dot ball, because they don't want the other guy on strike. But that was eventually the wrong call. Another no ball. Another no ball, 2 runs. And it's three, because it's a no ball plus two. And then you have this nightmare. Instead of thinking we can do it in singles, because there were 3 balls and 2 runs. You take 1 run, there's still 2 balls for you to hit
Yeah,
another
madness,
run.
madness, madness. They had it and they threw it away.
Yeah, they threw it away. How on earth are you running on Jansen's arm? Why are you running on Jansen's arm? On his left side, by the way, not even his right side. Like, if it's his right side, I get it. But what is this?
They gave it away. They came not ready. Like there's something going wrong a little bit with Afghan cricket. There've been a couple of tournaments now, and I've expected big stuff from them. They just haven't come up with it.
Turned up. Yeah, yeah. Agreed. And what is interesting is, look at the bowling figures. Rabada is not a T20 bowler. It is being proven every day.
It's proven
Every
in every Ongidi has been standout, absolute
Ingidi is a
standout.
standout because of the number of variations he has. He has like
Yeah,
three slower balls now. He has a
yeah.
knuckle ball.
Be
He
that
has
as
a
it
back to
may,
back.
Janssen, mostly good. George
I mean,
Linder's not
not
going to get another game, is he?
no, no, not after what Hardik Pandya did to him in that fifth T20I.
Yeah,
Remember how he smashed
yeah,
him
yeah,
for
yeah,
30
yeah,
runs
yeah.
in an over. So this is not. He is not a good bowler. Keshav Maharaj is the standout. What a bowler! What a tremendous cricketer.
He is, but one will not do. They need more spin going forward.
Yeah, well, their hope is preying on Aiden Markram to do something, and that's not going to work.
He doesn't have enough tweak.
Yeah, yeah. And let's be very clear, Brevis has been a bit of a disappointment in this tournament so far. Miller has been fine. Stubbs has been clutch. I'll tell you why he has been clutch. The second super over will prove it, and even the first one. All right. This first super over, the final ball is what costs Afghanistan again. They choke again. Just bowl a ball that it is impossible to hit a six on. Even give away a four, it doesn't matter. You have still won. Why are you bowling a full toss? Brain dead thinking. Brain dead thinking, I tell
You're
you.
going for the Yorker, you miss it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think he should have gone for a slower delivery, something different. There was no point in that risk. Then in the second over, why the hell was Gurbaz sitting on the bench and not facing the first ball?
After having had that innings, like crazy.
Yes.
So I'm saying
After
there's
having
something going
had
wrong
that
with them, man.
innings, after having had that innings, also, at least in the first super over, Gurbaz was there, one of the two, even if he was not on strike. What the hell was he doing on the bench on the second super over when he was not even out? God damn, this is so bad. Also, why are you bowling Omarzai in a super over? You know very well he's cannon fodder. Bowl Rashid Khan.
They don't
Rashid Khan.
believe that, right? For them, Omarzai is yeah, but Rashid has been cannon fodder for a year and a half now.
Not in this game. He only went for 28. So that is why I was very, very surprised. They were not picking him in this game.
Yeah, but Omarzai got you 3 wickets, so they probably went with that confidence. Mistakes happen. This is not the worst call. Okay, it's the rest of
Yeah.
the stuff that went bad.
No, the worst call was Gurbaz not being on strike for the super over.
Yeah, that I accept. I mean, but fuck me, man. Like these are two killer super overs. Like I would back the team that makes 17 every single time in a super over, man. 17 is a
That's why
lot for a super over.
that is why both of them made 17.
And then the next guy comes and makes like
23.
23.
Yeah.
Right? The other fucker still hit 3 sixes.
Yeah. And he would have gotten a fourth had Maharaj not slowed the game down and done something different. It's
Yes,
remarkable.
bowling well wide, had a wide called, all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Ridiculous, actually. And this is the match that knocked Afghanistan out of the tournament. They're done.
Yeah, yeah,
Unfortunately,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
unfortunately. Put
That's
these
two
guys in
losses
this.
they shouldn't have had. Yeah.
No. The New Zealand loss was clear cut. I can't even say that it was a like a
Yeah, but you
close
go
run
into
thing.
a New Zealand Afghanistan game in these conditions, you expect much more from Afghanistan.
Yeah, but I think
But I
that's
think
not actually.
the spin problem is now here for them. That sort of they've had one epochal T20 spinner in Rashid and it's gone now. Like so now you need someone to take that mantle and I don't know if there's anyone there yet. Noor is
Yeah.
decent, but it's not the same thing.
When I started seeing the problem signs for Australia, the Pakistan series, you
I
should have
listen.
seen.
Obviously, everybody did, but more importantly, I just don't look at Australia in a T20 tournament and worry about it. T20, they just don't. They literally don't seem to care. Yeah, they don't seem to care. I've never seen
And
them care.
yeah, except that one time where they won.
No, but that also we all know that's because of the tosses
Because of the toss, yeah.
and mashallah fielding by
Hassan Ali.
Hassan Ali that day.
This is the game where I started seeing there were problems even with their better players of spin. Renshaw actually played reasonably well, but he was stuck on the back foot to a front foot shot. So front foot delivery rather. It was very full and he got stuck on the back foot. So
Yeah,
that is something that
we're down to selecting Renshaw for a T20 World Cup means things aren't where they ought to be.
no
Been a long time.
Renshaw
How
actually
the
did his
hell did they
job.
come and win a World Cup in India, man? What the hell did we do?
Well, they were lucky on the day. That was another thing, and we fucked ourselves with pitch
No, we were
preparation.
suicidal on the day. That's really as
No,
simple as
no,
we were
no.
suicidal on the day.
Also, who made that pitch? You know very well it's going to due in Ahmedabad. Just make a flat deck. You're nobody stopping you from making 400 and defending it. They weren't stopping the batting on a flat deck that day. Believe me. And then you have this game, the West Indies versus England. England collapsed so badly in this game. They were so bad against a quality bowling lineup that I was just thinking, oh, yes, I think the West Indies have found their mojo back again. And they have.
That innings is one of the best constructed innings of the tournament. Sharfain Rutherford. It's one of the best
Rutherford.
constructed innings of the tournament.
Yeah.
But England don't know how to bowl in these
They don't
conditions
have
too.
bowling. They don't have bowling. Today's
Yeah,
match
but
has proved that.
they have chosen that this is the way they will select bowlers in this format for a long time now. So you can't really say they don't have bowling, right? Like this is just the way they do it. So it is what it is. They're very.
Iffy.
I really don't. I don't understand what the planning is. Like like with West Indies, it may or may not come off, but the planning is crystal clear. They know how
Yeah.
many spinners they need. They've kept those spinners.
Yeah.
For them, good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, Gudakesh Moti is their sort of attacking
Trump card.
spinner, their mystery spinner.
Akil Hussain
Akil
also.
Hussain as well, right? They picked that, they stuck with it, they know how to do it, they have lots of power in their batting. They'll if it all comes together, you never know where it ends up, right?
Yeah.
With England, I just don't understand what the plan is. I don't get it.
They actually were 74 for no loss and they lost this match by 30 runs. That should tell you everything you need to know about these cardiac chaps. England, by all measures, should be out of the tournament right now. Wouldn't you agree? That's how badly they played.
They could have been winless, man.
Italy could have won today. Italy.
60 of 25 is not an ordinary innings. Huh? 60 of 25 is fucking mad innings.
No. Italy were 2 for 3 and they nearly chased 200.
Yes, because somebody hit 60 of 25, bro. 60 of 25 is not like.
Yeah, 22 for 3, but this is just ridiculous. That was
at least England are making runs. That you have to. I mean, like I said, to me, before the start of the tournament, we've been talking about after watching India play their various T20 series. It's been crystal clear India's outstanding at this format. It's batting is one element. Maybe other teams will square up on the batting somewhere, but the bowling that's the thing. I mean, I've seen nothing to make me worry about the tournament on the whole. And
Yeah,
now after the Pakistan game, forget about what Pakistan's batting could have done to you. Forget about that
yeah.
because you don't go
The
out
way
to
they
bat
played,
trying to
the way,
underperform.
yeah, yeah.
Man, there's a guy who made 77 out of 89. He made 77 when the score was 89.
And on that
Batted like
pitch.
that, you cannot have a more outlier. There is no better definition of a batsman winning a match in the first innings.
Yes, yes, yes. There isn't. This is the match where I knew SL were a real deal. Proper demolition job. What a demolition job. Oman were thrashed, burnt, and spit out. They have been the worst team by far this tournament.
Yeah, but
By far.
SL, beating Australia doesn't say much. Group's been a little too easy. They play Zimbabwe still. We'll see how they go
Just
against
just
Zimbabwe.
think about saying those words. Beating Australia, it's not
No, in a
that much.
T20 tournament, I'm not like
Yeah, I
just
agree. I
Australia just
agree.
don't give a shit. They just don't care. So I'm not. I've never seen them as a threat, bro. I mean, back in '07, that's the only time where, despite themselves, when they didn't even want to, like, they lost to Holland in that tournament as well. I think.
No,
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 they
they
lost to
didn't lose.
Zimbabwe. They lost to Zimbabwe
Zimbabwe. Yes, Zimbabwe
in
again. Yes.
2007, right?
Yeah.
Uh, and I remember them having lost to Zimbabwe and Ponting coming out and he said all the right things, but he didn't give a fuck. You could see it in his eyes. He just didn't give a fuck. It's like, what is this fucking gilly danda that I'm playing? I don't care. That attitude has never gone away for them. It's never gone away.
Nepal versus Italy. This is a match I actually want to talk about. The match was a one-sided one, but Italy, the way they played this game, this was the moment where I realized, okay, the World Cup is throwing up some proper games.
No, the best
This
thing
was
about Italy is that they have a lot of Italians. They may be
Australian
based,
Italian, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, but they're Italian origin.
yes, yes,
Hopefully, they'll
yes,
produce more cricketers in the future, and they'll stick with
yeah,
it. Japan will come around at some point, I think,
yes, they will,
because they're good enough. Yeah,
yes,
it's kudos to the ICC, dude. This all looks good. They've
yeah.
done well.
And remember, I want to bring up those hypocrites and those idiots in Nasser Hussain and Michael Atherton up again. These idiots never spoke about the expansion of the Cricket World Cup in any of their older
Yeah,
times when New
they,
Zealand and Australia were competing.
I've never seen a culture that holds Pakistan like it's a newborn infant and wants to hold it cherished and close to it. Look, I think there's also a lot of I don't know how the dynamic works. Okay, I'm not going to pretend to know how the dynamic works. But
Yes,
Pakistan is a pure creation of the English deep state and was
yes,
sustained by the English deep state for the next 20 years. They did not have a
yeah.
Pakistani chief of army staff for 20 years, man. Their army was run by Sandhurst for 20
Wow,
years after independence. Okay.
wow.
It's the English generals who took POK. Okay, so within the larger English establishment, Pakistan is just given that privileged spot, as with the Americans, right? So maybe
Yeah,
I don't know, some of the shit filters down because they're perhaps taught very favorably about Pakistan in their Oxbridge because Atherton is Oxbridge. I think Hussain might be as well, but Atherton
yeah,
certainly is.
yeah.
Uh, and maybe that filters down a little bit because there is no other reason why they give so much leeway to Pakistan, so much leeway.
And the leeway extends further. Let me just give you another thing. The Rotherham and all of those sex scandals and grooming games case came up in Parliament. They voted to close the cases,
Yes,
even though
of
there
course
was
they did.
immense
No, of
evidence.
course they did because look, if you want me to make the counter argument, yes, you're right. The grooming gangs exist. The argument they're making is that if we talk about it in the racialized sense, which is statistically perhaps accurate, then there are a lot of innocent people who also get tainted and their lives will be completely damaged. All right, fair enough. This argument is fair enough. The counter that comes from the other side is you cannot fucking tell me communities did not know. Communities are
Yes.
participative here,
They
right?
did
Which we're
know.
not willing to
Evidence,
accept.
page after page of evidence shows that everyone knew. Everyone
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah, yeah, you can't compete with this. Yeah, there is some special treatment for Pakistan within English culture, and that's okay. It is what it is. We don't give two shits because it's much nicer to be powerful and not give a flying fuck.
Exactly, exactly.
They want to fucking whinge and cry and write articles. Take up more space, man. Write them everywhere.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. Write them with bigger headlines.
No, no, and by the way, Pakistanis really care about what these guys think. There was
Oh
this
yeah.
recent interview when Shoaib Akhtar, no, recent episode about India Pakistan, about India Pakistan just before the match, and Shoaib Akhtar was on. He's like, "गोरे क्या बोलेंगे? कि ये कैसे लोग
My
हैं?"
God. My
Yeah.
God.
He said, "गोरे क्या बोलेंगे कि यहाँ पे ये कैसे लोग हैं ये इस कॉन्टिनेंट में?" तो गोरों को सब पता. We don't give a shit about goras, boss. We worry about your behavior.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's all
Then
rubbish.
we look. Yeah. Then we look at this game, and I want to actually open up this game, and for obvious reasons, Kishan played another masterpiece. This has been his tournament.
Maddening, dude. Maddening, yeah. Who the fuck hits five sixes in 24 balls, boss? That's 10, 11 boundaries in 24 balls. What the fuck do you bowl to a guy who's going to hit you for 4 or 6 every other ball?
Boundary
What
per
the
delivery
fuck,
ratio
dude?
is 2. 1:2,
That's what
essentially.
I'm saying. Every other ball he's doing this, yeah. It's mad, yeah. Crazy. Then Pandya pops up. That's for his usual fun. Bro, against Pakistan, we have two ducks.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody else would be lashing out at them. We don't, because we're like, that's Abhishek's job and that's Pandya's job, and we don't give a shit, man.
Yeah. This can
They,
happen.
we,
Abhishek, it's
we
going to
can, in
happen.
our
You have
batting
to.
lineup, take three ducks and still accommodate.
That's what happened in the first game against US. What do you think happened?
We'll accommodate it. We'll deal with it. No problem. What the fuck kind of a demonic team have they made, yeah? It's crazy, this team. I mean,
Kish-
Rinku hasn't gone mad yet. Yeah? One of these days, Rinku's gonna just like, वो
Yeah.
ऐसे ही लेगा ना कि भूलेंगे नहीं ये.
One more thing. I'm
They're
seriously
demons
considering
from
that
1 to 11, the lot of them.
Kishan should be in consideration for the ODI team. I don't give a care what you say. This guy should be in consideration. No, he should be
Kishan
at
should
some
be in
point.
consideration for president of India, boss. Look at this. This is madness. Like the man's time has turned. 1 month ago, no one was talking about him. Now he's your MVP.
Dubai, I cannot thank you
Bro,
enough.
by the way,
How
it's
many
one thing to
times?
say he's hitting. It's one thing to say he's hitting. It's sensational batting. It's not good batting. It's sensational batting. It's such smart batting. It is
Yeah,
so powerful, this batting, and it is so well crafted. Like he picks what he wants to do with you.
yeah, agreed, agreed, agreed. Shivam Dubey, I don't know how many times I can praise you, but this is exactly what
Yeah,
every time I
yeah.
see from this guy, and this guy is just like he just doesn't disappoint you. Crucial game, not crucial game, it doesn't matter. He will
And the
always be
day
there.
any of your bowlers are having a bad day, do not worry, he'll give you 3 to 4 overs.
He can take 3 wickets or even 4 wickets. He's that
On
good.
these
He
slower
has
pitches,
enough innings.
absolutely he can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Larger ground, slower wickets, absolutely he can.
And then it was predictable. After our initial opening stand, Varun went through them like a knife through butter. And I was
But
actually
it's not fair. It's just not fair. Okay, you cannot throw a guy like Varun to these kinds of teams. They've never seen it. Yeah, please come on. Like
no, no,
12 balls must have felt like trauma to these guys, like absolute trauma.
no. I was actually watching his release. The commentators were trying to decode his release. His googly and his leg spinner are exactly the same release. How
No,
do
and
you even?
Arshdeep hasn't had one good game yet. Not one good game.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's just like this is ridiculous depth, man. This is
No,
ridiculous
no.
depth.
USA game he was fine. USA game he was fine. He took 2 wickets there.
Yeah, but Arshdeep, I would still always keep him as long as it's a reasonable pitch, not one of these sticky pitches. I would always keep him because the fifer is around the corner, or 4 wickets in a match is around the corner with it.
Then let's come to one of the best games of the tournament. This was a masterpiece by Zimbabwe. Absolute masterpiece. On a slow pitch in Premadasa, they properly destroyed Australia. This was a destruction derby, by the way.
I don't know if it was a destruction derby, but it's
I mean,
it is another ode to Australian apathy. They just don't give a shit about this format. I was at Jindal Global Law School judging a moot court. Okay, and
yeah,
it
yeah.
was at lunch that I was just picking up lunch and I was watching the screens. By the way, that university is man, wow, right? So I'm at
Is it
the,
in Noida, Delhi, Gurgaon, which
no, it's in Sonipat. So
Sonipat.
I'm picking up lunch and I'm seeing the screen, and for some reason Australia Zimbabwe, and I assume Zimbabwe is 4 now because this was already. Then I properly focused and I saw like, no, no, no. You see, Aussies were 4 down and they're chasing 169, and that's it. It's over. Because this
Yep.
Stoinis, David, this lot, I just like forget it, boss.
Re-
Maxi doesn't want to be here. Maxi just does not want to play this tournament. He doesn't give a shit about it.
yeah, no, no, Maxi doesn't want to be playing cricket anymore. I'm strongly feeling he'll
Yeah,
retire
yeah,
from
yeah,
it.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
done.
yeah. I get what you mean.
Renshaw played this innings on that day against
Yeah,
Zimbabwe. This was a
yeah,
properly brilliant innings. They
yeah, yeah.
dropped him today. They dropped him today.
Yeah, but they still got the runs they needed today. I don't think they lack for runs today. I think they lack for commitment. They just don't give a shit, man. No, don't bowl well enough. Don't construct a team well enough. The BBL is not producing the way IPL is produced for us in this format.
One more thing. They essentially selected three non-playing chaps in their 15. David was not available early on. Cummins went away very quickly. Hazelwood was not available after a while.
That's
He's been
because there is
replaced
no
by Smith.
replacement. So they're going to take a punt. What would they do? It's a greater damnation of the state of play for them than anything else is. There's nothing else there. The cupboard is bare, bro. Their cupboard is bare,
Completely.
but it's not as bare as the Pakistani cupboard. The Pakistani cupboard might as well be a rumal by now. Like it's just a handkerchief. It's not going to cover anything. It's not going to hide anything. It's not going to conceal anything.
Yeah, I
Nange घूम रहे
agree.
हैं साले.
By the way, Travis Head. Other teams find him so easy to bowl to, with exception of two teams, England and India. But this was
No,
another
Lanka didn't
example.
find it easy today.
Yeah, I agree. Not today, but Zimbabwe basically got him with the first in cutter that they bowled. The first one that went inwards, Evans got him instantly, essentially.
No,
And Zimbabwe,
Zimbabwe played with a lot of skill. Yeah, lot of
yeah,
skill.
that those two diving catches I saw, my God, one Brian Bennett, one and that
Couple
Nyonka.
of killer catches today as well, bro. There's one by Nisanka, in fact.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that one. Yeah,
The
that
Maxwell
remarkable
catch.
dive. Yeah, yeah, that was just ridiculous. USA, Netherlands. I thought Netherlands would be better than this after their spirited show against Pakistan. USA properly
No,
demolished
no,
them.
but in this
196.
group, USA should have been the team knocking out Pakistan. It just turned
They
out that
still can.
Netherlands.
They still can.
Yeah, I
Namibia
mean,
should do a lot.
now we are down to a Namibian Kudrat ka Nizam.
Yeah.
Because they got buggered so badly by us, their run rate has collapsed, Pakistan's.
Completely destroyed run rate, actually. That's the crazy part about that. Then you have Ireland demolishing Oman. Oman are just here for shits and giggles, I think. They have just been, rudely awakened. This was another game which England would have lost.
I should have
Seriously.
lost. Scotland will be disappointed with this performance. They'll be
Yes.
disappointed with the batting performance here.
They were 3 for 113 in the 13th over.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
was a
yeah, yeah.
190 total.
Yeah. They're disappointed with this performance.
Please tell me what Harry Book does in any format other than Test cricket. Please tell me.
He does the same thing
He's
he does in Test cricket. He just takes a swing, and in Test cricket, the field is much more closer to the bat, so it flies off the bat and he gets boundaries. Here, the field is spread apart, so he gets out a lot. It's like Sehwag. Sehwag used to have this problem.
I agree. But my point is he's your captain. This guy in white ball. In white ball.
I think this is more a hand over the reins to like the guy sounds dumb to me. I don't know about you. Like, he sounds
He's
like an
always
idiot.
been dumb. No, he made some really racist comments against Indians also.
What did he say?
He basically started saying, even though he has gone through and experienced India on all fronts, he said basically everyone in India is a beggar, kind of stuff he had said during the IPL, shit like that. And then he said the poverty was so extreme that I was amazed by it. Bro, I agree that there is poverty, but the way you phrase it, there's a way to do that. Seriously? He was in the IPL during all of these comments, by the way. His only
I mean,
season.
so that proves the point. He's an idiot. He's being paid like nobody. Like he will never receive any other contract of that value by Indians, and
Ever.
he's saying the whole country is full of beggars. Yeah, there's a stark contrast, no doubt about it. But that's you don't have that because you've looted. 100 years ago, your streets were the same. These guys have like zero self awareness, man. These fuckers are at a different level altogether.
Yeah. Poverty is so extreme, it's striking me. I saw beggars and everything. Oh my God. Just this I agree. This was a complete South African show. Wow.
Yeah,
What
it
kind
was,
of
but New Zealand, it shocked me that they even got to 175. They looked much worse through most of this innings, but Chapman played a good one, and somehow they got there to 175. And whatever it is, it's a total you can at least try and work with. They couldn't even begin to work with it. They couldn't even begin because fuck, Markram from the start was something, man.
Again, that's the thing about Markram. He'll give you one great innings, and the next innings he'll shoot the bed so
Yeah,
hard.
he's
It's
got
just
two decent ones already in this tournament. It's a edgy format. You don't always succeed in the format.
yeah.
Aiden Markram, I have that faith in Aiden Markram that destiny will choose him someday. Okay? Because the
Like in
talent
the
level is
WTC final.
insane. It's crazy talent level.
Like in the WTC final.
I mean, destiny will pick on him one day and go like, all right, brother, your turn again.
West Indies then dismantled Nepal so convincingly that the
Bro,
Nepalis
I had my upset klaxon on in this because I thought West Indies will go up and down, but they didn't, man. This match, more than the other one, after this, I'm like, okay, they're serious. They're proper.
Holder became a wicket taker yet again. You know what was so
This format, Jason Holt is a very good cricketer.
yeah.
He's had a bad
If
couple of IPLs though. He's had a bad IPL. At least last IPL was really poor for him.
due pitches, you're not going to do much as a tall bowler. And his Yorkers are
Yeah, that's
inconsistent.
one of the themes from this we have to take away. Indian pitches need to get better, boss. Like it's just traumatic to watch white ball cricket on Indian grounds.
Agreed. USA versus Namibia. USA did the right thing and demolished Namibia. Now we are praying for Namibia to beat Pakistan because of what happened in the next game. Now let's come to this game. What a game of cricket.
It finished in 8 overs.
Yep, it was over in 8 overs, and this is a modern day masterpiece. It
is an absolute modern day masterpiece. This is, I will still say, the only international innings by an Indian in T20 that I've seen, which is better, is still Yuvraj versus Australia in the 2007 semi-final. Fuck me, that innings was something, and it was slightly wet. Oh, man, that was some innings. But this is, doff your hat to this. This is extraordinary. It's unreal the level to which this innings is an outlier to the rest of the match. This is extraordinarily special. You can't be hitting like this so cleanly, so well. You know, the way he gets out, that ball that he gets out, and the way he gets out, he still had that lined up, but it sticks a little too much, and then he stops the swing. That could have happened to him at any point in time. His offside play, man, he made 25 of like 9 balls on the offside. And then tactical batting, took the leg spinners and just fucked them. Like, took them over the leg side and wiped them clean. This is sensational batting, boss. This is levels.
Please don't be mad.
He took away from you, yeah. And Tilak Verma just does the exact thing that was needed in that moment.
Exactly.
The partnership built, and you're going to. I mean, 160, I would have happily taken 160 when we saw that pitch. Yeah. 180, 175, though, was crazy. It was just nuts to get there. Shivam Dubey, bro. Again.
Same thing every time. Surya played a gem on this pitch.
After nearly being the hat-trick wicket by a millimeter. Okay? By a millimeter. If you look at the bat face, his wrist closes the bat face. He's trying to play straight, but it closes the bat face.
Yes.
So his bat's actually angled. If his bat had been straight, he definitely gets that nick.
Yes. Remarkably enough.
He's having a tournament and a half. He's been perfect. He's been perfect. Like, there's no other words for him. And I have always been critical about Surya and his international performances when it counts. He's undoing the Rahul effect.
Yeah, agreed. Now let's come to the downloading specials.
I've never seen a bigger collection of incompetent cunts than this. These 7 names. Fucking useless.
You know who is the best bowler of these guys? Saeem Ayub, their opener.
Bro, this is club class bullshit, bro. You put these guys against us on a flat pitch. Inki atma bhi nahi bachegi, yaar.
No chance.
By the way, the life out of these guys.
Usman Tariq. Let's talk about that. The action is legal. Let's be clear. The action is legal. It's been tested. Don't get me wrong. But that pause. What on earth is that? Like literally, that's the only deception he seems to have. Nothing else
So the
actually.
only guy, and again Shivam Dubey, the only guy who stepped down the ground to him once at least was Shivam Dubey.
Yeah. No, imagine
Saw it.
if you're getting Shivam Dubey to step out to you, you
No,
know very
listen,
well that.
Usman Tariq is someone they should persevere with. He did well, but look at the tactics, yeah. He's the seventh bowler you use. Are you mad?
And when Kishan
There's
is
one
going
guy on the
so fast,
rampage over there. Give him something
yeah, yeah.
different.
Kishan didn't face one ball from
I was
Tariq
dead sure. I was dead sure Usman Tariq gets the sixth over.
or
Perhaps
even
the
the
thinking,
seventh.
and by the way, and if this is the thinking, this is the kind of thinking that loses you matches. It's a captain being scared. Okay, he must have thought Kishan will kill Tariq, and then my
Yeah,
weapon is gone. So let me
yeah.
hold back Tariq. See, but the match is
Well,
gone.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Match was already gone anyway. It was 88 in the ninth over, and he
Dude,
had made
he's
77 of them.
77 out of 88. Okay, he was 77 out of 88. You have to throw all your guns at him.
He had faced 40 balls of the 52 balls thus far. 40.
That's just such good tactical batting also by the Indian team on the whole, right? And that's Tilak Verma.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
उसको पता है अभी
And
इसका
then you
लग रहा है just keep feeding him, just keep feeding him. Dude,
and
this is like, this is to just Sahibzada Farhan. I mean, have you seen the reels that they're beyond deluded as an entire nation, dude. I don't understand this nation.
can
It
you
just,
send me one of them? I'll bring it.
how can you keep thriving and living on lies and lies and lies about everything about yourselves?
Yep, yep,
The
yep.
number of reels I saw about Sahibzada Farhan and how he's going to hit big sixes against, I'm like, dude, Bumrah will kill him.
No, no. Let me actually reclassify this. This is the second documentary. Saibzada Farhan will have a new documentary coming up. Don't worry, it is on its way. It is called Zero of Four Balls.
Bro, if that guy is getting a documentary, Babar Azam deserves the equivalent of a Godfather trilogy.
Oh
Because,
yeah,
oh my God, have I ever seen a batsman collapse in international cricket? Oh my God. This is 4 or 5 years of just bullshit. Like, there is not a thing to say in his defense. Not one.
forget Babar for just a moment. We'll come to the great man. Let me talk about Saim Ayub. Saim Ayub, you will be getting your documentary also very soon. You hit a six
Yeah,
of
he hit
Bumrah.
that 1-6 first ball.
Yeah, yeah.
And then promptly LBW.
Also, that ball by Bumrah was old Bumrah at his very
Bro,
best. What a
forget. I'll tell
delivery.
you where it's coming from. Do you remember the Bumrah spell in one of the New Zealand T20s?
Yes, 3 for 10 or 3 for 17. Stunning spell. Yeah.
Ooh, that's the same day United Arsenal game happened. So I don't remember which match it was. Bumrah was
T20.
unplayable. Like, it was ball to ball unplayable. So he's back. He's ready. Once I saw that spell, I was like, oh, World Cup done. It's over. Anytime you're in trouble, Boom will just take care of everything.
One more
Even
thing.
beyond it, like in these kind of form, so you can't throw lesser batsmen at him. These are lesser batsmen. There is no other word for these people. They're all lesser batsmen. If you throw
Let,
these at Bumrah like boti करके फाड़ देगा यार इनको.
let me also talk about the thinking in this nonsensical Pakistani non-existent brain. All right, let's actually go back. This is the second. Okay, first we have Sahibzada Farhan getting his documentary. Rinku Singh will be the main hero, along with Hardik Pandya. Let's be very clear. Then we have this six, which is extraordinarily lucky. In fact, he was almost caught on the first ball itself. Then the second ball is just one of those Bumrah Yorkers that you want to see over and over and over again. It's that proper in-swinging Yorker.
More than a bouncer and a Yorker. Yeah, this is the level of their batting. A bouncer and
Yeah,
a Yorker, and you're done, and you could have been done on either. What the fuck kind
yeah.
of a batsman are you? This is like
Then
the oldest 1-2 punch in the history of the sport is the bouncer
yeah,
and the full ball.
the YB theorem. The YB theorem. Yes.
I mean, come on.
Then you have Babar Azam gets a 2, then a 1, then they get a 4. Salman actually plays a decent shot here. Salman slogs against the line to Bumrah when the ball is swinging. Think about this. The Rizwan dismissal in New York, remember swinging across the line to Bumrah off cutter delivery, same delivery. This is not even an off cutter. It's an in swinger.
Look, the truth is, for some of these fuckers, the khatna shaves off at least 20 points of IQ as well. They anyway start because they're inbred. They start at about 80, and 20 points of IQ is taken off at the khatna. These guys, what are the like? This is. It's not even. It's not worth commenting on. There's nothing. There is nothing here which is sensible enough to actually try and analyze. It's all randomness. It's all randomness. Even the guy who makes 44 is doing it out of randomness.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right?
And then
In
you
the
have
past, they used to have talent. They used to have
yeah,
batsmen who had talent. So randomness could work. And they used
yeah,
to have a blueprint of some sort or the other.
yeah, yeah.
Trusted their bowlers. They can't trust their bowlers. They can't trust their batsmen. I pity the team, yeah. What are you supposed to do beyond a I don't remember a Pakistani player's name anymore. I don't remember them. Other than the ones that get so much abuse that by sheer recurrence, I've started to remember them. Otherwise, I can't. If you ask me to name a Pakistani team, I don't know how to select a Pakistani team. I am
Yep.
that disinterested in how bad this team is. This entire setup of cricket is. These
Now
names
let
all fade into one. यार, कभी ये आ जाता, कभी वो आ जाता. They're all the same variety of joker.
this Babar Azam dismissal made me realize that if there was no due in Dubai, it would have been 9-0 to India. It would have been 9-0. What
Dude,
was
look
this
at
guy
his
doing?
body language on this dismissal. He's totally unconvinced. Yeah. Look at where his head is. Where's the ball? Where's your head? What are you looking at? He's totally unconvinced of his shot. I've seen like there are a lot of batsmen are get out like this. Happens once in a while. I've seen Tendulkar get out like this when he's been getting rolled over for a while by a bowler, and then the tentative shot comes, and this is a tentative shot. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah. He tried to sweep Aksar against the spin and he was clean bowled. Middle stump, by the way. That was how bad it was. Then there were even more outstandingly terrible dismissals. Usman Khan stumped by a mile. There's nothing much to say.
Big ground, not easy. I mean, nobody was hitting other than Ishan. Nobody was hitting sixes easily.
And this is why we need big grounds. Kuldeep was looking himself on this ground. He was
Yeah.
actually inducing mistakes. He was really getting the ball to turn. He was really getting the batsman to make errors. Because I remember Janssen, one of the South Africa ODIs against Kuldeep, often hit miss hits. But because they were such small grounds, they kept going for six anyway. That is the problem. That is the problem. That is the problem for me. Tilak. Okay, this was the funniest dismissal. Tilak Verma gets a first ball wicket. I think I think Surya was properly trolling them by just bowling Tilak Verma at this point. Just like, go ahead. You lose to this guy also. You lose a wicket to this guy also.
Today, get a bold. You would given me an over. Yeah, the way this is how this is the gap. This is the gap. It's too much. Take that Pakistani lineup 1 to 11, Indian lineup 1 to 11. Tell me one player that you'd even forget about actually getting into the Indian team. Would you even consider? There are zero
No,
players in that lineup I would
nobody.
even consider. I would not consider them for our C team. Forget about our B team. B team's bloody strong. Indian B team will crush them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Varun was just a cheat code. Varun was unfair against these guys. Honestly, he could have had a day
Oh, yeah,
off.
so let's narrow down. Let's move forward. I mean, this is done. India, South Africa at some point. India, New Zealand at some point. India,
Yeah,
Lanka at some point.
yeah.
Potentially, right?
No, India Lanka will not happen. Lanka is in the other group. So maybe
If
in the
they keep
semi-final.
qualifying, at some point you have to play them. No.
Semi-final, final, yeah, possible. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. So India, West Indies.
yeah.
These are your four
That,
games. I think
yeah.
West Indies will take. No problem. Right?
India Zimbabwe will be a good game too, considering how good they have been.
I'd be very disappointed if India Zimbabwe turns out to be a good game, other than the fact that, okay, maybe they restrict our runs, but I don't think they should be able to score against us.
Score, no, but they might be able to restrict us.
Yeah,
They
fair
might.
enough. I'll respect the quality of the bowling they produce. There's no doubt they're producing good cricket, so you've got to respect that. So fine, they'll give you a little bit of trouble, but South Africa, man. South Africa, watch for South Africa.
Yeah, yeah. No, Their chokers tag, they've dropped it to an extent now. The question is, can they fully get rid of it or will they choke again? That's the
I
question.
mean, I'm trying to hype this up. I still, in my heart of hearts, I still believe just there's too much. The Indian team is just too much.
Yeah, agreed. Afghanistan won today. That was straightforward game. Last over finish, but fair enough. This was the game which I really wanted to talk about. England nearly lost this game twice. They were at
Bro,
5 for
they for
104.
them to get to 202 is the best second half performance of their tournament so far.
Yes,
Second half
yes.
batting performance.
That's a Will Jacks heroics. Will Jacks
Yeah,
being heroic. Yeah.
yeah.
Tell me what Butler is doing in this side. If this is what he's giving.
I don't know what Butler's doing at all in all of cricket. He doesn't seem to give a shit about any kind of cricket right now. But it's Butler, bro. It's Butler. Like it can explode any day.
Yeah. Then they were 22 for 3. 2 for 1, 22, 1 for 2, 22 for 3. And then this holy mother of God innings. What an innings. This innings. Ben Manenti.
Why aren't the Australians picking him?
That's a good
Given
question,
the
actually.
that Marcus Stoinis, bro, I don't understand what Marcus Stoinis is. I have no idea what this guy is. He's been around for a decade. I have not watched him play anything of note.
Forget Stoinis. Forget Stoinis. Why was Cameron Green in this side?
Cameron Green is turning out to be that rarest of things. The long term, we are all Cam Green punt that Australian selectors have taken that is falling flat every format. It's a very rare thing for them to get it so wrong about one of the. Like they looked at him as the next big thing of Australian cricket. It's disappearing.
Quickly. He's disappearing rapidly, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Now look at this. Look at this. They had this match. They
Let's wind
actually
up.
had.
Bro. Let's wind
Yeah, yeah,
up.
yeah, we'll find. They had this match. Italy should have won this match also. England are looking rickety as hell. And finally, let's come to this game. Sri Lanka demolished Australia today. Properly demolished them. This was a masterpiece by Pathum Nissanka. Big
He's
scalp.
got it in him. He's not done it against the big boys before, but today is his day. For me, this is mostly again a case of Australian apathy. If Zampa is not going to bowl well either, and
Yeah.
they're going to need a
And he
white
was
ball
rubbish.
spinner at some point. They've got white ball problems galore. They will have test match problems as well when those three big boys are gone. Really big test match problems as well. They're not
Cummins
producing
is.
batsmen for test cricket. They're not producing bowlers for test cricket. Their
Yeah.
replacement is always a mid 30s, late early 30s kind of guy. Nobody
Yeah.
in the 20s.
Zampa. 10 runs per over. He was swept aside today.
You can have a
10
bad
runs per
game.
over.
You can't, Zampa has won them a World Cup, man. You can't
Uh,
keep pushing the guy into the same zone every time. You need more support. There's just no bowling support. If he's going to come on to bowl when they're on a rampage, what's a spinner supposed to do beyond the point? He needs some luck then. Then the
yeah.
luck didn't
Yeah.
go for him, he's going to get hit.
Please tell me what is.
Cooper Connolly will be a decent cricketer, be a decent
Yeah.
batsman as well.
Yeah. Yeah. What is Xavier Bartlett doing? Please tell me. Like, what is this guy doing?
What I said about Pakistan, I can't pick their 11 because I just don't know enough. I can't
Yeah.
pick an Australian bowling lineup in white ball cricket. And by the way, that's been the case for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They're all a replica of the same kind of crap to me. Nathan Ellis
No.
is their god level bowler. What is he
Is
bowled
there
in
only.
this tournament? Yeah?
Other than the Ireland game, he was rubbish.
Ireland, come on, man. If this is what we're down to,
Exactly.
then this is what we're down to.
Yeah. By the way, Pathum Nissanka has played one of the top 5 innings of the tournament already. It's not the best because Kishan and Surya have claims
No,
for
this
that.
must be. It's close to being second.
I would say third, behind Kishan and maybe Surya. Far
I mean,
more
yeah,
difficult to
Surya
say.
better than 100. I don't know, man.
But this was a masterpiece. Today's masterpiece. Nissanka produced a proper masterpiece today. So now let's just look at the table and let's see what we have. Tables are what we are looking for. So as I've told you, the preceding structure means the people who are going to the groups later on are already decided. So India will go into the group that is playing in India. Here it would have been Australia which is coming into that group. Australia are not coming into that group. Let me be very clear. They might even lose to Oman. That is how bad they're playing right now. That's how bad it is, right? Zimbabwe are definitely going to beat either Ireland or Sri Lanka. I have no problem. And look at their net run rate. Just look at this net run rate. Look at the difference. That's not being bridged. That's a bridge too far. Then West Indies are coming into India's group. England are going into the other group, which is playing in Sri Lanka.
Oh,
South
that means they're
Africa,
getting knocked out. They can't handle Lanka. They've done
they'll
well
not
in the
be able.
series before, though. They did well
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
series against Lanka before, but I think now these pitches are going to be tough for them.
New Zealand will be going into the Pakistan group that is in Sri Lanka, and along with Sri Lanka themselves. Uh, I'm not sure how much they can handle spin. I'm not really not sure about that. South Africa
No,
are
New
going to
Zealand. New
stay.
Zealand will compete. New Zealand will compete.
Yeah, I mean the groups will be India, Zimbabwe. I fully expect Zimbabwe to be in India's group, West Indies, and I would say South Africa. Obviously, South Africa have
Wow,
qualified, so
that's a tough group.
that is a group.
That's a tough group. So one of the two high performing competitive nations of South Africa or West Indies will have to go out.
Yeah. You never know. Zimbabwe could spring a surprise on one of them too. It's certainly possible.
Just don't spring it on us.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the crucial element. Yeah, that's the crazy part
That
about the
other
story.
group is going to be Lanka, Pakistan, New Zealand,
No,
and
Pakistan only if they win against Namibia. If they lose, it's US.
okay, so whichever, but still a weaker team. Sri
Yeah,
Lanka,
yeah.
uh, and then
England,
England,
yes, and New
and
Zealand.
then New Zealand. Oh man, this is very imbalanced. It's very imbalanced on the quality of performances there. So
Yeah,
Sri Lanka should fancy themselves. Sri Lanka have a semi-final set up there.
yeah. Because they can beat England on their pitches.
They
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 can.
they can they can go 3-0 in that Super 8 boss.
Yeah. They can.
Right? So they
And
have
the
a semi-final set up.
yeah. Proper semi-final. The thing is, as far as
And
India are
actually, you
concerned,
should think of it this way: their semi-final will be in India though.
yeah. Now, if Pakistan don't qualify, and I'm certain they won't, it's obvious that they won't be in a semi-final. They are not getting through. I don't see them getting through.
England
This,
and New Zealand, yeah, I would put New Zealand ahead of them.
yeah,
England are debatable.
yeah. USA or Pakistan? Honestly speaking, USA will provide more entertainment than Pakistan. That's how bad it's become. But Sri Lanka, yes, you're right. They can go 3 for 3. They can genuinely go 3 for 3. And they have been very impressive. So, in rankings, in tournament rankings, I would like to do like a power rankings. Number one will be India, obviously.
Sri
Number
Lanka
two,
second.
I will second. Yes, I agree. Sri
Sri
Lanka
Lanka
second. West
second.
Indies three. West Indies
Yes.
three.
South Africa for me, for you, West Indies, I get it, but South Africa for me.
Well, 3 and 4. You can interchange between
Yeah,
the two.
yeah,
Four,
yeah.
5 will be Zimbabwe.
As of now, yes.
5 will be Zimbabwe. 6 will be England.
No, New
No other.
Zealand.
Okay, 6 New Zealand, 7 England. And 8 will be. I don't even want to put any of these two characters, but what to do?
Pakistan. I mean, wow.
Don't tell me Pakistan is better than Australia just because they won 3 T20s at home against Australia. They're not that good.
No, they are. They are because they give a shit about T20 enough to even have bad cricketers who are at least committed to the format. Australia don't even give enough of a shit for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much for watching. We'll do another video after the Super 8 stage or something similar for the T20 World Cup. We'll be
No, I
doing
think somewhere in the middle of the Super 8 stage, I think when we start evaluating, let's say when a Super 8 stage is like one game down each or two games down for half a group or whatever,
Yeah.
that.
Something like that. Yes.
Because
We
then
can
you
do
can start projecting, right? Like then you can start seeing the
project
future of the tournament.
future. Yes. That is true. That is absolutely true. That is one. And we'll be doing another podcast for football, long overdue, and one for tennis also at some point.
Alongside,
We'll
I think we'll do both together.
One sad piece of news: Indian men's hockey team were demolished 8-0 by Argentina yesterday or day before. That was just a
Ooh,
nightmare.
that's probably one of the worst losses in a long
At
time.
home, at home, at
Long,
home.
long time since we lost like that. That's a bad loss.
Argentina demolished us. Demolished us. I was looking up the score and I was like, yeah. Argentina should have won 15-0. According to many people who were actually watching the match, they actually told me it would have been even worse.
There must be some reason there. Must be something or the other. I haven't followed it, so I'm not going to comment. But there must be some. But it can't. It's not possible that suddenly we were that poor.
Maybe, maybe. Let's see. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back very soon. Credit goes to our editor, Harish, for getting these videos out quick. So shout out to him as well. Thank you so much. And we'll be back in the middle of the Super 8 stage. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. See you.